school, then you need to be in your own apartment, making $5,000 a month, like all types of craziness. And hello, my lovely babes. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Honor Turner. If you're new, I'm the co-host of Always Something Podcast and owner of Spa Day Pantalon. I am so happy to have y'all here. Thank y'all for clicking this video. And if you are a returning subscriber, hello, welcome. How are y'all doing? I'm doing good. Thank y'all for asking. Do y'all even answer that? Cause I feel like I ask and y'all just graze over it. So I better see some responses down in the comment section. Today's video, we're actually gonna be talking about getting lost in the sauce and forgetting who we are and what it is or who it is that we're wanting to become. I am super excited to talk about this video. If you didn't watch last week's video, it was all about manifesting the proper way so that you can have a good year. This kind of ties into that video, so if you haven't watched that one, definitely go watch that before this video. And if you're stubborn and you don't want to do that, then watch it after. You do you. Just make sure that you watch the video and give it a thumbs up. So let's get into it. So with COVID and everything going on last year, I know a lot of our lives changed drastically. A lot of us were laid off or furloughed. A lot of us lost our job as a whole. A lot of people moved to remote work, schools shut down, just a lot of drastic change in everybody's lives. And I feel like, as I said in last week's video, we let that affect us in such a negative way, which I completely understand. But now in this video, I'm gonna help y'all get out of that funk, out of that sauce, and not just with COVID. I feel like we get so caught up in life, especially people around my age group, where it's like, this year I turned 20, it's my golden birthday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do for my golden birthday? And, there's people who, are going to school, and there's people who are, making so much money and all this other stuff, and you get so lost in what it is that other people are doing that you forget what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're trying to do. So after this video, I really hope that y'all are able to zone in on what it is that you're doing. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it's at Honor1020. I had posted, I think maybe last week after I posted my video, so maybe this week, I don't know. And it was just like, I had zoned in on one thing that I was trying to do that I forgot about all the other things that it was that I was trying to do. And sometimes zoning in gets you in a funk, because it's like, if you zone in on one thing, so again, if I'm zoning in on my company and it's not doing what it is that I want to do because I'm thinking so far ahead in the future, then I forget that I have a podcast going and a YouTube channel and a pretty good job and all this other stuff, and life just becomes miserable at that point. So you get lost in that sauce and you forget that there's other things going on. It is so funny that I was talking about how I zoned in on one thing and kind of just forgot about the goals of everything else, because I had left my job so that I can focus on my company and everything, and I completely forgot about all the other goals, about how I did want to move out last year and I didn't want to move out this year, and the podcast goals and all these other things. And I'm like realizing those things, and I'm like, okay, so now I'm trying to get back into achieving those other goals, and the way to do that is I'm gonna need a job and everything else. And one of the jobs that I had applied to literally had called me as I was recording that clip, as I was speaking. And it's one of the jobs that I really want to get. So I'm super excited. I have my interview on Monday, which will be the day after I upload this. So definitely wish me luck. And I'm gonna move on into the next topic, which has really gotten me through getting lost in the sauce, because when I left my job, I was so lost in the sauce. I was lost in the sauce in the job. We were all, I feel like my entire age generation group and whatever is just so lost in the sauce. It's like, if you're not going to school, then you need to be in your own apartment, making $5,000 a month, like all types of craziness. And if you're in school, then you need to be focused on school and this, that, and the other. And we forget, our own goals and who it is that we are and yada, 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 whatever it may be. That we never take time to just remember who we are. And what I use to remember I call it the 3R method, which is receive, review, and replenish. So pretty much what that means is the first step, you're wanting to receive whatever it may be, whether it's information, a new job title, a new role. You just want to receive it. You want to take it in and just receive it. Whether it's bad information, you have to receive it. Everything needs to be received. And then you move into the next step, which is reviewing. So if it's a new role, if it's, the promotion, or if it's bad news, whatever, you need to review it. And oftentimes I feel like we forget to review and we just go in guns blazing. And that is the first step. Really, not even receiving is the first step. I feel like we get it and it's just like, it's docked at bay. And it's like, no, like there's, I'm working in the car dealership, but it doesn't just get docked. You have to go and make sure that it's inspected and everything. You need to inspect it like it is that apple at the doggone produce. Like you need to inspect what it is that you're getting. And we forget that. And then once you review it, then you need to replenish, figure out how this fits into whether it be your everyday life or, just information that you're receiving, where it needs to go and put it there. Not all information is information that needs to be used right then and there, but it's something that you can store for another time. If you're getting a promotion, you need to figure out how to, once you've reviewed it, then you should know that, okay, I need to go about it this way, or maybe I can go about it this way, yada, 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 and figure out what it is that you need to do to best suit yourself. So, for instance, my friend recently got this promotion, and I am not even sure if I can use this as an example because I don't know how I feel about it. But, and I was, he was in the biggest funk, and I was like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, yada, yada, yada. And he's just like, I'm stressed out because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm like, look, you just got this promotion, you're at a different store, you have to understand that everything is different. You're not just, now you're over people, and I told him, I was like, you have to, one, figure out what it is that you're doing. What does your job entail? Now you're at a different store, so you also have to figure out who these people are. You have to figure out what they entail. And then you have to review that, that now that you're at this place, you've received the promotion, you've received this new store and yada, yada, yada. Now you have to review it and figure out what it is how do you fit into this equation, and how does the equation fit back into you? Y equals X and X equals Y. You need to figure it out. And I was like, and once you do that, then you replenish. Now that you have all this information and you've done your trial and errors and whatnot, yada, 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 you replenish it and you do it all over again so that you can find the method that works for not only you, but for them. I'm not sure how it went for him because this was like a few weeks ago, but he seems to be a lot happier. So take that information and do it for yourself. We're getting so lost in the sauce. We're like, oh my gosh, like my job furloughed me, my job, made me quit. And it's like, or not made me quit, but my job laid me off, this, that, and the other. And it's like, okay, we get so caught up in the bad, or we get so caught up in the good. And it's like, what is your next step? I'm always looking on to what is my next step. I am always 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because you never know what is going to happen. But at the same time, you have to take it in. You have to receive and review, because if it's docked at bay, that's how you get lost in the sauce, because now you just have all these boats docked at the bay, and it's like, which boat do I want to take for a ride? I don't know, because I don't even know which boats I have, it's like, darn, I thought only there was 1 boat over there, and now there's like 18, and you get stressed, and now you're again living this miserable life. So you take in the good, you take in the bad, and you realize that, okay, not everything is as bad as it seems. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you are not subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you know when I'm giving that good advice. My name again is Andre. If you did not remember, definitely go watch the video before this, because they go hand in hand. And thank y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all next Sunday. Adios.